Right. One small loss for today. We're trading M and Q, so we're trading the minis, the micros, trading the micros. Down at our level, we got a huge sell-off here. We could not break high a day. I tried to buy contracts going into the high a day here to see if we could break it and get a little push up, but we just immediately reversed, and we did not break the high day. Had a huge sell-off here, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. Got the Q waves and the Q clouds over here. My next entry would be looking for a reversal back into this middle band of the Q wave here, and then sell back off with the money ball. It's all bearish. I'm just gonna be sitting and watching for a few. Let's say like this level as well, somewhere right in between these two wicks here for a little wick up. We'll see. Might keep an eye on this if price gets down here. Let's see if we get a bounce off our level here. It's just a nasty sell-off. We're at our level. You're going right through it. I'm actually going to look for a little scalp down here at this 44 level. We just made a box for it if we can get down there. So we'll just put a buy order there. Very top stop loss on this. Very, very tight stop loss on this. And we may bounce off the level before we even get down there, but some buyers coming in here. As you can see on the money ball, the sentiment is still very bearish here. It's super bearish. And we're getting up to that middle Q cloud here. Q wave here. We'll be probably looking for a short if we get to this level. If we touch this Q wave, I'm gonna be looking for a rejection in a short. So I've not quite touched it yet. Alright, we're into the Q wave now, so I'm looking for if they close into it on the Renko chart and then we reject it would be ultimately what I'm looking for. I'm starting to see a lot of volume come in. It's hard to tell if this is buyers or sellers. If we look over here, it looks like mostly buyers. I want to close below this candle here, and then we'll sell it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take that short there. This is gonna be a quick trade. Just looking for a little scalp here. I should have took my profits. We were up 180. Oh shit! I meant to buy minis there, and I meant to buy micros, and I accidentally bought minis. So this is gonna be a really quick trade, boys. Yep. Can we get a little over? There we go. There we go. And we're out, just like that. A little $200 trade there. Nice little scalp off the Q wave. That was perfect execution. We are starting to get some buyers step in. You can see we're chopping around in this area a little bit. Next thing I'm really looking for, I'm gonna try a little bit of micros here if we can get down again to this area, which if you were paying attention earlier, this is 2 wicks down on the hourly chart, and that close to each other, so essentially equal lows. So I'm looking for a test and a rejection off of these for a little pop up, and essentially just a small little scalp rejection off the wicks. Sentiment is still very bearish for today. I'm going to switch to the hourly for just a moment, and I'm going to switch to regular trading hours. We've already filled this gap, so we've already filled the gap. So there is a chance for reversal, but the fact that we filled the gap and we're just continuing down, it sets up for a bearish scenario. Now, if we get back in this gap where we closed the other day, then we're looking for potential bulls to step in and push this price back up. So, all right, that's just kind of what I'm looking at the moment. And this indicator over here, this is QuantViews Pro. Just something I'm trying out. I'm on a 14-day trial right now, just maybe to try and clear things up for me a little bit and take a little smarter trades for me with more confluences. I've been finding myself trying to catch the bottom. Traded on a little bit yesterday. I noticed that using QuantView with the little set of rules makes me trade more with the trend instead of trying to trade against the trend, if you will. Main setups I'm looking for on QuantView is we have the Q cloud here. I like the flips, all reds, and then what I mainly like to look for is a bounce back into the Q wave here with the rejection off the Q wave, pushing back down, and then I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about on the chart here. So in the overnight session, we can see we had a flip on the Q cloud here. The money ball was still all bullish. I like for a flip to be bearish before I start trading this, but easily you can see we got a flip here. So we're pushing down, we push back up into the Q wave or close to the Q wave, we're bearish on the money ball, and then we get a sell-off. So I like to catch this scalp. Same thing here, we're bearish, we push back up into the Q wave, we got another flip here, we got a little flip to green here, and then immediately flip back, and then we get a sell-off into the bottom band. Same thing here, a little push up, we're still all red, money ball is bearish, we get a push down, and then you can see we kind of just ride this wave all the way down, and then here's another beautiful entry here, bam, another beautiful entry here, bam. So that's the setups that I've been looking for in the last 2 days, and we can even see here when we were pushing up, a little push down into the QA, bam, push up, push down into the QA, bam, push up, green here, we're turning to bullish here, we get these pushes up. That's kind of the setups I've been looking for. They set up more when the day's trending versus, you know, market open here, you can see we just get a huge push down. Like, you're not going to catch these types of trades on these, you know, large moves like this. Although this would have been an outstanding trade and I should have taken it, we had a flip on the Q cloud here. We're bearish on the money ball. We get a bear money signal here, and then we just have a huge push down. So back to the charts over here. We are trading in Q. I am kind of curious to see what Nvidia is doing. If you familiar with the markets lately, really Nvidia has been driving the tech sector because they've been on fire with all the AI talk and the chips and yada yada yada. So Nvidia's been driving the tech sector. I know that they have, and as I say that, you look and literally almost the exact same chart as in Q. I mean, just look at the chart similarity. They're almost the exact same chart. So a little push up, down, bam, and then we're getting a little pullback here. All right, so now that we're getting a little push up, I'm going to draw some fibs here. Super interested in taking a fib play if it presents itself, and if it's already kind of presented itself for a little scalp, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it here. But yeah, it would have been a nice little scalp if we could have took that. Realistically, we wouldn't have got in at this 8102. Maybe we would have took it at 100. You know, we could have a little 15-point scalp there. But hey, we'll continue to watch it for the moment. See what it does. The overwhelming sentiment is still bearish at the moment, although we do see the Q cloud flipping here. We're above the Q wave. We see on the money ball down here, we see that we're starting to flip to bullish, but again, like, my overwhelming sentiment here is still bearish. I am still looking for bearish setups more than bullish, except for this rejection right here. You can see we just have a lot of back and forth here, back and forth, back and forth. A little bit of chop, slow grind up now. Check my stream out, make sure my stream looks good. It looks pretty good overall. Actually, actually have a funded account on our Apex account now. This is a past account on 25,000, so that's my first past account. I'm pretty happy about that, but they haven't actually turned it on yet, so I'm not touching this account until they decide to actually turn it on, and I can actually trade with the funded account. And look, just as we were saying, trades we're looking for, trades that, what I'm using quant view for. We have this nice little push up. It's kind of choppy, but we have a push up into the top of the Q wave here. We come down, we touch the middle band, we flip to all green here, we have a crossover, and then we're bullish. We turn to bullish on the money ball, and now we're getting this nice push up here. So, and if we look for confluences, we had this level marked on our chart earlier. That was an area of interest. We push above it, we come down, we retest that level at the same time we're getting the flip, at the same time we're turning to bullish, at the same time we're bouncing off the Q wave. We get a little push up here, then that's a 20-point push up. And that's kind of what I'm talking about when I say that quant view is helping me to get more confluences rather than just taking random trades. Still super interested in this 044 bounce if we get down there. Maybe we get down there, maybe we don't at this point. We just come down, we test this level again. If we can get above the we're making lots of higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Potentially interested in a little bounce up here. I don't particularly like that our line's flipped on us here, though. And we're at VWAP as well, which I did not realize before. Let's see where the electronic trading VWAP is. A little bit higher on that one, but I usually just use regular trading. I find when I'm trading NQ, there's enough movement overnight that we respect the regular trading hour VWAP pretty well, and you can see we're just bouncing and playing off of it now. So. Not enough confluences there for me to take that long. Although I am still interested in longing this maybe for like a little 10-point scalp, but maybe size down a little bit. Let's go ahead and let's try a little stab at a long here. There we go. A little pop up there. I'm looking for a retest of the high here. I won't let this trade go red on me, so. A little bit more of a pop-up. A little bit more. Alright, taking profit there. And that's how you do it. And that's how I should be trading. Thank you. I did cancel my orders down here, though. That's okay. We'll keep that on watch, and if we get back down there, I'll just re-put those orders in for now, for the moment. Perfect little scalp there. Perfect little scalp. We turned green off the QA. We got above the Q line. We're bullish. We're making higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. I was looking for a higher high. Bam. We got into the trade here. We did push up into a higher high. I took profits at kind of equal highs here. Little 10-point scalp, and that's not bad. Not a little bad scalp there. It went on tilt. I mean, this was an account that I was up significantly on the last week. You know, I think I was about 1,700 up on this one account trading NQ. So I was trading the minis, not the micros. Yeah, it went on tilt one day. Had a bad trade, tried to revenge trade, another bad trade, and NQ gets away from me super fast. So I took this trade from, you know, over $1,000 up to $300 down. If you're on an Apex account, the trailing drawdown is can be kind of rough. So I just got a trade of 8 here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So this is trade of 8 here. I just want to show you this daily drawdown here. So right now I've got $1,000 to play with on that account. If I lose $1,095 more dollars on that account, then that account is gonna get squashed. And I'll have to reset it if I want to reset it, but that's okay. Just being transparent here. I'm learning. I don't know. I'm just trying to learn. Now we're pushing up into this upper fib level. I am interested in taking a little short here. I would really like to touch this 71 fib level here. So this 115 level. If we can touch 115, I may try a little short. We may not respect it at all. It's kind of a slow grind up here. And you can see we're just slowly grinding, so we're not really touching the top of the Q wave at all here. We're just kind of popping off and popping back down, popping off and popping back down. But hey, Bubba, my little doggy's here. He's a little shithead, that's what he is, to be honest. He's a little asshole. He's my little asshole, though. We love him very much. Alright, so we're touching that 71. I'm looking for a little rejection here. And this is going to be a super quick scalp if we get an entry here. I don't even know that we're going to get an entry. It does not look like it. If we can push back down on this 1 minute and close below this 71 fib level, then maybe we take an entry. If we can't, then if we don't, then we don't take an entry. It is what it is. We're still making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So shorts is not the way at the moment, but we do have a good setup off a level and a fib level here, so there's a little push down for us. not enough for me to really take that trade. Now if we get a some volume came in there. It's enticing to try it, but again, I'm playing on an account right now that is already red, and you know, it's just not the risk. The R&R is just not quite there, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Get that. What's that, boy? The R&R is just not quite there for me at the moment, so didn't give it a stab. It doesn't look like it, and it could still potentially work, but at the moment it doesn't look like it's working anyways. I've already stopped out of it if I would have given it a stab. So, and we're still just kind of slow grinding up. We're getting towards the top of the Q wave. I could potentially take, you know, a short here off the top of the Q wave if we're able to touch it and we show some confluence, but let's watch. As much volume as we have though, and we're still pushing up. I don't know if shorts are the way. I was talking about trading with the trend. I would much rather I'll pull back to the middle Q wave band to look for a long than to try and short this while we're pumping up consistently. Just, and if we just switch this over to the 5-minute chart, let's see. You know, even probably the 3-minute chart. You know, we're all green candles, or blue in my case, but we're all pushing up, and even this one that would have been a red candle, we can see it still is a bullish candle because of the large bottom wick. So yeah, it's right. There's a nice bounce off of the top of the Q wave now. I don't like this volume. So on the 1-minute chart, we had this candle, the first bullish candle that we had. It pushed us down a little bit, but look how low the volume is compared to the volume of the ones that are pushing us up. It tells me that there's not that many sellers sitting there just, you know, trying to sell it off. Well, can it sell off? Yeah, it can still sell off, but it's a risky play. That's a risky play. Just patiently waiting for them to pass this funded account here. Alright, it is active now. Actually got to sign this agreement through Trade8 now. Hell, I don't have anyone watching my channel anyway, so I don't really mind just going in here and logging in. Non-professional agreement. That's what I have to sign. It's the first time I've got a funded account, so I'm still trying to figure it out, but I don't really know where that's at. Non-professional agreement. I don't even know where that would be at, to be honest with you. It doesn't really say. Huh. Don't really know where my non-professional agreement's at. I think I've already signed up for trade. It will take. Should data to be activated after you. Only applies to the first time you sign up. I think I've already done this. There's maybe a little Q line bounce for us, but trying to get something else set up here. So. Okay, so I should already be all set up, so I'm just waiting on them for them to finish setting up my account now. But we should be good. We have the funded account now. That's a $25,000 funded account. Just waiting for them to finish setting it up, and as soon as they do, we will be good to go. I'm just gonna chill, wait on them to set it up. Yeah, so that's awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. It's my first funded account. I'm sure I'll probably blow it at some point. Like, it is what it is, you know? But I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try damn hard not to. We're gonna try really hard. And we got the Q wave turning to bearish here. We're bouncing off the middle band down here. We ended up, I mean, look, we hit the field level. If we turn this to a 5-minute chart, we're probably going to look like we rejected the field level. But I turn on the 1-minute chart a lot so I can just get a kind of a clear picture of what's going on in the micro time frame while I'm scalping. We can see, bam, clear rejection off the level on the field level. And, you know, we pushed down, Jesus, what, 40 points since the top of the rejection. Not that we would ever catch the top of the rejection, but. And again, remember, the sentiment for today is bearish for me. So I'm still looking for bear setups, but I am also looking for this rejection right here, this way, if we get down there. So maybe we'll catch a few scalps on the way down there here. The money ball switching to bearish here. I'm gonna bounce up into VWAP and then I'll push back down. That would be nice right now. We'll see. Shall see. Okay, yeah. It says my trade evade count is being activated still for. Okay, cool. I'm still just waiting on this $25,000 account to be activated. We probably won't trade it today. Day 4 FOMC. It's just not a great day to trade on. Typically, although the price action today has not been too shabby. So let's keep an eye on this and see if we can catch a trade. Got my little man down here below us, chewing on my chair. He's always chewing on something. Starving. Let's see what kind of reaction we get off low a day down here. I mean, we know this bottom field level is low a day because we marked it out earlier, but see if we get a lower reaction off of that. Just blew through that level. That volume coming in on this push down. Stop biting me. just out of curiosity. And you can do this. I mean, if you look for these, you'll see them everywhere. Not this time though. What fib level is does not line up. See if we get a rejection off of this level back into the next level. Make a level to level move. That's how I like to look at the market. We usually make level to level moves here. Broke through, bam. We test this level, we get back above it. We push up to the next level. We come down, we retest it. We push up to the level. Let's see. We push back down to the next level. So in general, you'll see that the market moves level to level if you have a good level system. Test on the level. I'm interested in a Q wave rejection here. Let's see. You might not make it up there. It's pretty bearish right now. That's make it up to the Q wave. I'm looking for a rejection. Just put that out there. We are looking for a rejection. Still not like on this account specifically. I think I have to trade micros until I can get my funds back up some, just too far down to really trade anything else. Hush, boy. Hush, hush, hush. Go lay down. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. See if I can get him to come up here so I can pet him. Come on. So you can see him. Come. Come on. Alright, you turn in. There you go. There you go. Hey there. There's my buddy. There's my buddy. Say hey to the 0 viewers. Say hey to the 0 viewers. Yes, this is Demo. Demo is a Bernedoodle and he is a shithead. The worst dog I've ever had. But we love him anyways. We love him anyways. He's probably gonna bark at me now because I stopped petting him. Alright, we're getting a little Q wave test here. We did turn green here. See if we're gonna push down or if we don't. Oh, sometimes, I mean, I like to switch back and forth between time frames here. Tested the VWAP here as well. 5-minute time frame. Still looks bearish, but it's pushing pretty darn hard right now. Let's see any great setups. I mean, I do like that we flipped. Turning to bullish here. Q wave's turning green. But Q cloud, should I say? I still just don't see any great setups that I'm in love with here. Told you he was gonna bark. No great setups. Let me go take my dog out. I'll be back. We are just chopping it up right now. Not interested in this in the least. Yeah, a little bit of a lower low there, but man, just chopping. And just look at this. Green to red to green to red to little green, little red, little green. Like, it's not easy to trade those. That's how you get chopped up. I'm just not super interested in taking any of those. Still just waiting on Apex to really fund this account. Make sure I have everything I need. There's a little push up, so now we got a little broadening formation, which is just a lower low and a higher high here. I'm sure we're gonna bounce right back down. Demo, come here. Come here, Demo. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Demo. Hey, Demo. Hey, monkey. Hey, Kingston. Hey, my boy. Hey, dear. I said, good boy. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Shake. Good boy. Good boy, monkey. Good boy. Where's the best boy? Where's my buddy? Where's my buddy? Hey there! Hey there! Your brother being stubborn. Oh. Alright, I think it's safe to say that the market is starting to turn potentially a little bullish here. So to really confirm that, we need to break this high here, so 127.25. On 27 area, we need to break that. It's like an easy little rejection off the Q line here. That volume there, Jesus, there's a lot of volume coming in. Most of it's probably from this candle here. I actually want to see us touch this 127.25 and then a little sell off, maybe a quick scalp here. I haven't touched it yet, so we haven't made that high. That's what I'm looking for. Lots of sellers in the area. Let's see if they let them touch it or not. There we go, we touched it. Let's see if we wick down hard. Nope, they're gonna hold it. Sellers just gave up there. I'm probably still gonna wick down a little bit from here, but pretty much just gave up. We really don't go outside the Q wave too much. When we do, we usually have some type of push right back inside of it. Delete some of this stuff to kind of clean up my chart a little bit. I do want to know where high day's at. Just here. we're gonna keep pushing for a little bit. Oh man, would it have been nice to get this QA bounce here? I just don't. It's not enough confluences for me to take it personally, but would have been a good trade. Honestly, we broke above VWAP, tested VWAP, went up. That would have been a great trade, honestly. Who's your whales? Choose what to choose. I'm gonna get a slight pullback here in NQ. First trade still killing me. Still red on the day. Not that I have to, but it'd be nice to take this account to green for today. See if we can get just a little small scalp here. I think we probably can get a little small scalp here.
Order filled.
Just in case we get a little pop up here. And that was just a very, very small pullback. So we just move this stop up to here. It's a $10 stop. And looks like we're gonna get stopped out immediately. Jesus, the market's strong now. I don't know what happened, what's going on. Let me put it above these wicks just in case we wick off, because we have 4 tests now, so. I'm just looking for a rejection off this Q line to see if we can get a little push down here. A little pullback off this huge run up. I mean, I wanted this just to be a tiny, tiny scalp, but I don't think we're going to get it. We're going to get stopped out here. And there we go. No, it held that, but again, we're still going to get stopped out almost certainly. There it goes.
Stop
stopped
filled.
out. Dang. That's why you don't look for shorts when the market's pushing. I still think it's not bad. It's not a bad play. Look at all these wicks down here. We have a lot of sellers in this area. We have a lot of sellers right here, just sitting kind of in this area. This is the opening print. That's why. We'll try this one more again, I think. Yeah, alright, we're over the opening print now. The opening print usually acts as a key point of support and resistance. You see we got over it, and then, man, we started to take off a little bit. We didn't quite get the rejection off the opening print that we were looking for there, so we took just a paper cut loss. It was worth it for the R&R, because, I mean, we were looking for a pullback down, you know, a 30-point pullback if we could have got it, but didn't quite get it. That's okay. interested in a touch high a day here. I'm super interested in a small little rejection, but we may not even. It's a big red that came in there. Let's see, they're starting to buy it up off the opening print though. That's a lot of volume that just came in. Let's go for a little short here, see if we can, just looking for a little, keep our stop loss super tight here, just looking for a little scalp here. If the sellers will give it up. I don't know if they will. I think we're going to test high a day here. I'm just looking for a little pullback before we test high a day, but man, I don't know that we're going to get it. I'm going to stop up just a little bit, give us a little bit of room here, but it's a little push down here. There we go. A little bit, a little bit. This 122.75 is going to be the hold up. If we can get below, yeah, we got a little bit of room down. You can see we're bouncing directly off of it. But if we can get below this low here, we're going to push down a little bit. I'm going to take one off here.
Order filled.
That might be it. That might be all it gives us. It might rock it up here. Testing. It looks like we want to push down. Let's see if we can get another little push down here. Another little push down. Come on. Just give it to us. Should have took those profits there. See some buyers starting to step in. I'm going to take another one off
Order
here.
filled.
And then we got one contract left. I'm going to move my... we better modify this order to 1. And we probably are going to get stopped out on this last one, but we should stop out still. Just a small amount of profit for this. I was really hoping to see a little bit of a larger push down here, but we did push down to the Q line. Got a little flip, but we're still fully bullish on the money ball, so buying momentum has certainly slowed down some. I like that little wick down we got there, but we'll probably get stopped out on this last contract, I assume. It would be nice if we could go down and test VWAP though. That would be ideal. There's $67 down on the account today.
Stop
There's our
field.
stop. We did get stopped out. Kind of thought we were $73 down on the account today. This might not be the best. I'm keeping my position size really small today. Day before FOMC, just trying to get a little bit of trading, a little bit of time on the charts. But here's a nice little key line bounce here. I think we're probably going to go up to high a day. I probably should have just waited until this key line bounce, to be honest. But instead of trying to take a bounce down, straight to the midline key line bounce. But and we bounced perfectly off a key level. Like, this is the stuff that I'm trying to get better at. I'm trying, you know. Look, we had a push up. We didn't quite hit high of day. Just the assumption is we're going to test high of day at this point. That's where liquidity draw is. So we're on the upper band of the Q line here. We get a little push down all the way to midline. All the way to Q8 midline here. Flip back to green. Like, we probably could have took it off this level. We'll see. I do like this lower low we formed here, though. That's a huge wick. We're turning red here. Do we try a little NQ short here? I like that selling pressure. If we get a little bounce up here, I'm going to take an NQ short. If it's just a small bounce. Those wicks on that 15-second chart, bam.
Order filled.
And then one NQ short. I am going to keep a super tight stop on this because this could get away from me real fast on a bounce here. But I think we're gonna break the level. We can probably pull in a little. Come on, let's break that level. Let's break that level. We're gonna bounce up here, of course. There we go. We want that level. I think we're gonna break it here, but if we can't break it soon, then the bulls might pick back up here. We might see a little more of a bounce up. I hope not. But it looks like we want to break it. We're testing it again. It might be violent if it can break it. Well, we broke it now, so I would expect to see a little bit more of a push down here. I want to test this 111 area. That's what I'm looking for to get out here. There we go. Come on, a little more. Give me just a little more. A little bit more. A little bit more. I might test VWAP here, but if we can get down to my level, I'm going to take my profits and be happy. Should probably trim right here. Don't want to let this bounce on me. I don't like all these wicks up I'm getting out.
Order filled.
I will look to add back here if we can start to get another. Just like that. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more. This is a quick scalp is what I'm looking for here. Quick scalp. Ready to get out very quickly. Just give me one more good move to the downside here. Oop, don't like that. I don't like that we're wicking up again off this same little level. Probably gonna stop out here in just a second. $120 area is stop out for me, so wicking up again. I don't think they're gonna give us the 120. We're about to see a larger pullback. I probably should jump out right now and see where we do on this candle. Yeah, looks like we're gonna push up some here. I like the volume that came in there with those with that wick. Just a little push down. Normal. Just a little push down. You see how these bottom wicks though here? That that's bode well for our shorts. It means we have a lot of buyers sitting right there just gobbling it up every time it comes down. They do not want to give that area to us. It's kind of this area here they don't want to lose. $30 in profit. Bam, they buy us up again. Push us down. Come on, give us a little push down here. Just cannot get it. Some buyers stepping in here. And you can see now we're making this higher low, higher low. We got to get ready to get out of this quick because I think when it goes, it's going to go. There's a higher high, there's a higher high, and you probably should get out right here. There, we're out.
Order filled.
Remember, the liquidity draw is still going to be high today, so I completely fucked that trade up. Oh man, we messed that one up, boys. Bad thing is we're calling it out the entire time. I'm calling out exactly what I think's gonna happen, and then that's exactly what happened. The assumption would be that we push to high a day here. If we can get over this higher high here, then just look for us to push. If we can get over this hump here, we're gonna push to high a day. Turn green. Moneyball's still bullish. We're above the Q line. Not being smart today. I'm not really using my confluences that I should be using. I'm really just not trading that well. We've been doing alright about break even, but that one just killed us. I don't know why I was trading. I'm still looking here for essentially a push into high a day, and I think we're gonna get it. We're on the Q line here. What did I say I was gonna do? I said I was gonna look for a mid Q line bounce here. We're just all over the Q line today. We just can't quite. This is probably the bounce here.
Order filled.
Alright. I'm gonna try one more NQ long here. Let's see, give me my stop here. It's a pretty tight stop. Let's give it a little bit of room off that wick. Oh wow, we just immediately
Stop filled.
man. And watch, we're gonna bounce up now. I'm just getting clapped on. I probably should stop trading right now. 797 on the drawdown. It's ugly. This is ugly. The chop is just chopping me up. Moneyball still bullish. We're still green for the moment. Some buyers stepping in, but man, they just keep driving it right back down. Little gap on the 1 minute there, 25-second gap. Maybe buyers just don't step in here. I gotta test this area again. There goes the volume we were looking for. There's the push up. It was actually on lower volume, but see if this gets sold off or if it gets bought up. Looks like we got some buyers stepping in here, but nothing for me to take a trade yet. There
Order
we go.
filled.
We're gonna try and get a little scalp here. I like that little push up that we had. Let's see if it's ready to go or not. This is kind of the we just have too many sellers stepping in. We have too many sellers stepping in. We got some volatility here. This could get away from me really quick. A lot of fighting going on here between buyers and sellers. I see no reason to get out yet. We're above midline. We're flipping green. That's a fucking hard sell-off right there. Let's see if we buy this up or not. If buyers keep stepping in here, this looks good. I mean, we're making higher lows, higher lows. If we can make a higher high here, that would be wonderful. But right now we have a lower high, so that doesn't bode well for buy side, for longs. But what an area of indecision right here. Kind of got this symmetrical triangle forming. Almost like an ascending triangle, to be honest. In this area. You see, I'm keeping my finger on the trigger. I'm just ready to close this if I need to. Just cannot get enough buyers to step in. Honestly, I think this is about to break down on us. Lots of sellers coming in now. See, we just keep breaking these trend lines. That's not good. That does not bode well for longs. I'm holding for right this moment. I think my stop is going to be below 120 here. It's about all the room I want to give it. It's starting to curl over on us. There's that 120. We immediately bought it up though. God, that was a lot of volume that came on that buy up. We could just I think we're gonna sell off. It's probably my last trade of the day here. That's a lot of volume that just came in. Let's see if we bounce it here. I was hoping this was just a liquidity sweep. Now we're gonna get a sweep up, but the seller just looks strong here, man. Buyers are trying to hold it up. If this breaks down, it's gonna go though. Wow, what a battle this is. I think this is probably where it's going. There she goes. Alright, I'm out right there. That hurt. I think we're probably going to end up losing this account. Or 500 from... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Man. And Q is just, and this is typically days I'd like this that I just don't trade well. We're trading sideways. Look at this, just sideways trading we got going on here. Boom, 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 just sideways. I mean, that's untradeable, and I'm trying to trade it. You can see Nvidia's kind of doing the same mojo here. Haven't made it to high day yet. Just sounds like a flag on Nvidia though, just to be honest. It's not quite as much like a flag on MNQ, but let's see, do we break a lower low? Yeah, we just broke a lower low there. This is just a chop fest. Jesus. They have a flip here. Moneyball looks like it may be turning bullish on us. I mean bearish on us. DWAP coming down here, 5100. Jesus. Jesus. Sell off. Wow. Oh man, it's not performing well at all. Little VWAP bounce here. Alright, I'm looking for a short off the Q line here, but God, it's just moving so much today. This price action is wonky. This is crazy, price action. This is nuts. I mean, yeah, this is a 1 minute bar. We got a 20-point move in the 1 minute bar. We chop. We come all the way down to view up, and then a 20-point move. A 40-point move in 2 minutes. It's crazy. It's very hard to trade for me. Jesus. Me personally, longs are back on the table here. I can pull it down to this 123, 124 area. Not quite gotten it. Alright, we're in a long here. Oh, it's still 146. I have to break above this. You should have took your profit there, Brian.
Order filled.
I took profit there. Pull our account a little bit back here. I am looking for a short. A high day here. Missed it. Well, we are in the gap now. Some type of pullback or something here. And I'm about like, hey, I'm $40,000 deep. You know, like I'm $40,000 deep on my money, and now I can't. No, the attorney said that, like my attorney said, get it back at closing, so it doesn't have to go through court. Yes, man, you're straight. Like this is stretching me, man. This is stretching me. I'm like, this is like 50,000 in to this since October. Chris, this is. I gotta stop trading for now. I just have to.